Hi. Good morning. Let me see if I can get through this without BB going nuts. This is for Classic and Cincere Pettus, also known as Orrin and Orson West, because their adoptive parents' trial is coming up on January 30th, and that's just in less than a week. It has been 2 years since Classic and Cincere Pettus, also known as Orrin and Orson West, went missing in California City on December 21st, 2020. Law enforcement agencies and local groups have spent countless hours searching Kern County for the two brothers. Still, there are no clues or any signs leading to what may have happened to them. Trezell and Jacqueline West, the boys' adoptive parents, have been charged with 6 felony counts, including 2 for second-degree murder. The couple was expected to appear in court on January 20th for a readiness hearing, with their jury trial set for January 30th. Jacqueline and Trezell are now scheduled for trial on January 30th after defense counsel said they were still receiving evidence, including thousands of pages of documents on information received from cell phones and computers, and needed more time to prepare. The bodies of Orrin and Orson West have not been found, and prosecutors have not revealed the manner in which they believe they have died. Prosecutors allege Orrin, 4, and Orson, 3, were killed about 3 months before the Wests reported them missing, December 21st of 2020. Dozens of searches have been conducted and digging performed at sites in California City and in Bakersfield. A criminal protective order bars the Wests from seeing their 2 biological children and 2 remaining adopted children. Prosecutors sought the order out of concerns the Wests would influence the children about the criminal case. A gag order issued in March remains in effect and bars prosecutors and the West's attorneys, investigators, and court staff from speaking about the case. The Wests entered not guilty pleas to 2 counts of second-degree murder, 2 counts of willful cruelty to a child, and falsely reporting an emergency. They were arrested after being indicted by a grand jury. Trezell West, 35, told authorities the boys were playing outside while he gathered firewood December 21st of 2020. He said he briefly went inside, and when he came back out, the boys had vanished. Jacqueline West, 32, backed up his version of events when speaking with the media. Prosecutors, however, said information received a week later led to the involvement of the Bakersfield Police Department, which eventually took over the investigation from California City Police. Dozens of searches were conducted, as well as digging at sites in Bakersfield and California City. The Wests previously lived at Casa Loma Apartments in Bakersfield. If convicted, the Wests face 30 years to life on murder charges. DA Cynthia Zimmer held a press conference discussing the indictments and updates on the case. Although there were no bodies found, she said there was enough direct and circumstantial evidence to convince a grand jury that the boys were murdered. March 1st of 2022, Trezell and Jacqueline West were indicted and charged with second-degree murder. They were arrested around 7 p.m. in western Kern County. Orrin and Orson West's biological father spoke with 17 News about his experience dealing with the boys' disappearance, and the community held a prayer vigil on October 21st of 2022. I don't want my kids to be deceased. I want them to come back home because my kids is all I got, Charles Pettus, biological father to the West boys, said. After my parents go, it's just me and my kids. Charles Pettus is the biological father of Orrin and Orson, whose birth names were Classic and Cincere. The boys were removed from the biological mother's home by Child Protective Services and adopted by Trezell and Jacqueline West in September of 2020. The West reported the boys missing from their California City home 3 months later on December 21st of 2020. I think that would put them in Bakersfield when the boys were murdered. I was looking through family members' phones, and then we watched the news. That's how we found out, Pettis said. I didn't even know they even sent them out to other people. The boys' biological father has held monthly prayer vigils and conducted their own searches, but still no sign of the boys. They took my family, they took my kids away from me. My kids are my life, Pettus said. No matter how long it takes, how hard it's going to be, I won't give up. I will never give up, he says. Good morning, Mama Bear. I'll be frank. How are you guys this morning? I hope you're well. I'll be frank. Is it afternoon there where you are? It's like 3:00, probably. It's stated in the press conference, Bakersfield is where the crime happened. Thank you, I'll be frank. I forgot about that. But I know that timeline makes sense. Yeah, so I remember watching the news when Jacqueline and Trezell were on there, and I always thought they looked super suspicious. And the very first time I saw them on the news, I was like, okay, yeah, there's something up with these parents. Orrin and Orson West are still missing, believed to be deceased. Just wanted to show their face. Yeah, so that wasn't really an update. It was just, I just wanted to get their name out there and kind of tell a little bit of their story. Because the trial, the grand jury trial is coming up, and I'm hoping that it's going to be like we're going to be able to watch it somehow or see it somehow, or, at least hear what happened in the courtroom. And hopefully there'll be a press conference. But all right, I'm going to go before the kids start acting crazy. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. Bye.